大家好，我是 Tim， 我们今天继续来玩《天国降临：救赎2》。好，我们前一集这个兔罗斯基的恶魔已经完成了哈，然后我们现在等于是跟这个雅恩，然后他叫杰士卡吧，我记得，但是我看那个拼音什么 ZI 什么 Z 什么 K 的，好像。只能说这个应该不像是传统的英文念法，这毕竟是捷克语吧，对，一个拼音吧，对。反正呢，就是我们等于又突然发现，我们打了这么久，就发现都是冯伯格在使坏，其实我们根本是同一阵营的在内耗，所以我们现在等于就是兵合一处，然后看起来是这个地图应该就是结束了，因为不太可能再回去特罗斯基跟这个。克罗斯克维兹了，对，因为我们发现冯伯格才是反派，对，也合理嘛，本来就是敌人，他本来就是敌人嘛。然后上一集到这一集中间，其实我也没有特别，中间没什么，因为没什么好去弄的，所以我也都没有玩。所以今天我们就是来看一下这边还有什么东西要收尾的。那我觉得没意外，应该这一集就要去库滕伯格。我只是觉得比较好奇的是剧情上的安排，哥德温神父不用回去先跟 Razik 他们复命嘛，然后就跟着我们一起去库滕伯格嘛。觉得好像也这样也怪怪的，或者正常来讲应该要多个人去送信才对。不过就算了吧，反正他可能没有交代这些细节。然后我们现在准备要这个。现在不能上吧？为什么这边不能上吗？铲子有在身上吗？有，好，那我们就直接开挖了。现在就是要帮忙埋葬这些死者。然后这个挖东西呢，最讨厌就是会把衣服弄脏哈，然后去。水盆里面洗的话，好像只能洗身体的部分而已。衣服的话，一定要去洗衣服。哦，他这边还送一个圆锹，怕你身上没有是吧？好合理啊！然后我看到 YouTube 有推一个影片给我。好像这个雅恩杰西卡好像是没有输过的将军，就是正史上是有这个人的，几乎好像是没有败过。我是没有点进去看的，因为好像因为毕竟是英文的影片，还没有空去看，然后也怕后面被剧透。但是看起来是个名将。然后先去洗个身体。不晓得这边。可以下去洗衣服。
Do you know where I can sleep in the castle?
You'll find your bed in that tiny little hut, right past the gateway to the lower castle.
Do you know anything about Teresa from the Rattay Mill?
You mean that nice girl who saved your life in the ruins of Skalitz?
Aye. If she hadn't shown up that time, Runt would have killed me. So do you know what she's up to?
Why? Did you promise her something?
Well, like you said, she's a kind girl and quite pretty as well. I'd like to see her again when we get back to Sasau.
I didn't hear anything new about her in these last few days since she left. But if she likes you, I'm sure she'll wait for you.
Who's looking after the church while you're here?
Well, whoever it is, it's no concern of mine.
Wait, so you weren't kidding? You aren't a priest anymore?
I'm afraid not. That little evening escapade of ours, and your sermon in the church, didn't escape the bishop's attention.
Ah. Someone turned you in, eh?
Let's just say I've had a running dispute with our bailiff for quite some time now. And what happened didn't help my case much.
So what are you gonna do now?
I don't know. Maybe I should earn a living getting people out of trouble.
Why not? You're good at it.
But I'm too old for that now.
Ah, that's called experience, Godwin. Do you think we did enough for those poor souls?
We did what was necessary.
That's good. Bloody tired.
Oh, come now, you're young. You can't be all that worn out. I have something that'll get your blood pumping.
Oh, Godwin, couldn't I... Can it wait?
No, wait. You'll see. It'll kick your arse for you.
I think I'll lie down and wait for it.
Come to the castle moat. I'll wait for you there.
前往壕沟。这神父不知道打什么坏主意。看下这边有没有其他人可以对话互动啊？看有没有一些讯息。没什么特别对话。厄托尔有名字，但是没有什么对话。再看一下别人好了。
What do you need, sir?
What do you have for sale?
好吧，顺便卖卖东西好了。他没多少钱呢。
I'm glad you found what you were looking for.
这些人都有名字哦。该不会都是之后的重要伙伴？上次那个草药师他不在啊。说的对，据说这是堡垒，比较像是一个地势险要的营地，然后中间盖了个塔楼，但是是水泥的那种塔楼。监狱原来在这。当时那个任务真的有办法跨过这么多人，然后去匍匐到监狱那边吗？我真的蛮好奇的。卡通在这，看有没有跟他有没有对话？没有对话。因为我觉得这个是我对这个游戏稍微有一点不满，就是其实就算现在剧情上跟他没有互动，还是可以对话嘛，聊一些屁话。像《博德之门3》，你随时想对话就对话，你可以去看看他有没有什么新的选项。因为他做的不够，对话不够多。
Greetings. Do you need something?
Where can I sleep in the castle?
I reckon there's no room in the tower or the smithy, but I'm sure there's a place for you in the lower castle. You'll find a free bed in the cabin right past the gate. Farewell.
倒带过去的小屋，那就是好药师的那一间了。它是这样绕过来一小圈的。
I'm sorry.
哦，这才是监狱啊！克拉拉啊，现在不能互动。他还在这边休息。好吧，那我们先去找神父吧。现在除了找他以外，好像几乎没有别的东西可以互动。
Come over here, Henry.
What's going on?
This'll interest you. Our friend here will show you what his diabolical contraption can do.
It's called a pistol. You'll see something you've never seen before. With this contraption, as you call it, you can shoot down a knight in armor, horse and all.
I've already seen what it can do. A weapon like that killed the Chamberlain this morning.
Let's not worry about that now, all right? You have a unique chance to try it out. From the right end for a change.
Is that gunpowder I smell here?
That's right. It's Schwarzpulver, or gunpowder. It may stink, but it's damn flammable.
And pretty explosive if you don't know how to use it, eh? How do you shoot with that?
It's not that hard, when you're careful.
It'd be better if you tell me everything in detail.
A pistol is not all that complicated. It has a metal barrel in the front, and you hold it in the back. First, you load the powder in the barrel, then the ball, and you plug it up with a piece of cloth or parchment. Sheep's wool is also good, because it doesn't get wet, but then it's hard to clean the weapon after. As soon as it's loaded, you put the stock under your shoulder, and you light it with a wick. Just watch out for the recoil. You have to use a wide stance, otherwise, it'll knock you on your ass.
Oh, that doesn't sound bad, does it, Henry?
We'll see about that.
终于可以用火枪了。
Have you ever shot one, Godwin?
Me? Never. But at the Battle of Kosovo, I witnessed what damage bronze bells filled with black powder can do.
I've heard of those. Those must have been bombards. A terrible weapon of the Turkish Sultan.
Good. Let's try shooting.
Careful now. I don't want to have to go looking for all your pieces.
Well, you look like you're all in one piece, so you'll surely be the best teacher.
That's true. So far, I've only had to have 2 fingers stitched back on.
What?
But don't worry. I'm sure beginner's luck will protect you.
Maybe a prayer would help more.
Good idea. O merciful God, be kind and protect us so we don't blow our arses off. Amen.
So let's get to it.
哇，完全是盲瞄啊！哦，我这样有打中啊！哇靠，那老头正中红心，有没有看错？ 最后都会偏右呢？对啊，还是偏右。
This really is a diabolical contraption. Holy balls! What a racket! And that stench! Ah!
It's got quite a kick, huh?
What a load of bollocks!
Hitting something with that would take a miracle.
It's a miracle we still have both our arms.
Aye. I once saw it rip a bloke's face off, along with half his body.
Such an accurate shot. From how many paces?
None. He was the one doing the shooting.
Sweet mother of Jesus.
A diabolically dangerous weapon.
I told you so. This is the weapon of the future.
I'd like to see that.
No problem. I have one handgun here, and it's no good to placard anymore. Do you want it?
It's definitely not for me. Let the youngster here take it.
What? Seriously?
Of course. Here you go. But I don't have much gunpowder left. So you'll have to find some yourself.
And if you have all the saints on your side, it might not kill you straight off.
Thank you very much. I'll see what I can do with it.
All right, then. Thanks for the demonstration, Master. We have a long journey ahead of us tomorrow. I'm gonna hit the hay. You do what you want, but keep out of trouble. Got it?
试着说服对方成为盟友，将物资搬上车。看一下我们最远可以跑去哪里。到不了此处。我比较想知道我们这边到底可以被限制在，看可不可以跑到这个洗衣房这边来哈。
I have to go back.
不行，他不让我去那边，所以我完全没办法洗衣服。把货物搬到车上，不知道这什么，这是什么任务？
Hey you! Why are you gawking at me like...
Michael sent me here to help you load the cart.
What? But I don't need any help from you, servant. You lot killed many of our good men this morning. I feel like punching your teeth in.
What happened wasn't my fault. I'm just an ordinary blacksmith's son. And I serve Lord Capon, just like you obey your Captain Zizka. We're both just ordinary commoners. So why break each other's bones for our lords, eh?
Haha. You've got a mouth on you. But you're right about that. What do us commoners care for noble horses, huh? Well, take the sacks next to the cart and throw them up. Let's get this over with.
他说的好有道理，我竟无法反驳。这个任务叫上帝之指啊，所以我们到底有没有机会看到那个？我感觉大半夜的那个冯伯格要来偷袭我们了，然后就是拿上帝之指来偷袭，所以我们可能才会仓皇逃去那个布滕伯格。你想嘛，以冯伯格来讲，对不对？他怎么可能？ 任由这个我们在这边很惬意的继续过日子呢？而且他本人没来，说不定他早就绝对会有内鬼有埋伏，所以他等于是送总管出来送死，因为他知道总管根本他应该很清楚总管根本就没有带兵打仗的这个本事啊，他是文官啊，说实在的。冯伯格应该是真的是相当坚定啊。
You certainly are a hard worker. Let's forget all that shit from before, huh? It's all good. What do you say?
All right. I was happy to help, but you owe me one.
Of course. If you ever need anything, let me know.
啊，还有什么任务可以做呢？ 好像没有了，那就只好脏脏的身体去睡觉了。
Come up here.
It was a hard bloody day today, eh?
I swear, I don't know how many more times we're gonna have to change sides before luck smiles on us.
Look on the bright side. We survived. And that's the main thing, right? I hear we're going back to Ratai tomorrow.
Great. I'll be glad to see the back of Trotsky and fucking von Berghoff once and for all. Though I'd rest easier if he was dead. I was humiliated, ambushed, wounded, and nearly hanged, all because of him. Just because I was trying to do the responsible thing.
Are you afraid of what Hanush will say when we get back? Seeing how our expedition didn't go exactly gloriously.
Even Hanush will have to admit our mission couldn't have succeeded under the circumstances. Either way, I'll never forget this little trip of ours.
Same here. Al dente's fortuna jivat.
Ha ha ha! Exactly. Well, now it's all over. So, what do you say to rolling a few dice together?
If you have anything to bet with, my lord.
Don't worry about me. What about you? Aren't you completely skinned?
开玩笑，我们有2万多，我们富可敌国。
Thanks for your concern, but I still have a few groschen.
Maybe not for long. Enough talk. Let's let the wings of our fortuna carry us away.
好，我们来跟他打个骰子，哎，2个国王骰，一个好运骰，一个幸运骰，一个。 配这种骰子价钱比较高，不然我们用配这种骰好。它经常骰出1嘛。
Come on then. Show us what you can do. Unless you're playing for the first time.
1、2、3啊，少个4，他妈。 又少个2，哎。
Have you lost your mind? You're going to lose everything.
好吧，就这样吧，运气不是很好。哇靠！
They're yours, lad.
卡彭怎么第一把就这么晒开挂？我靠，又少个2，你看他妈的！这个真的是有一点，怎么凑都凑不起来，什么鬼？
Let it be now. I want to play too, you know.
然后现在1、2、3、4，但没有用啊！这样搞真的会输，我要赌一下。
Well, you're not afraid of anything.
好了，还可以了，还可以了。哇，1、2、3、4、5，哇靠，有挂。 2、3、4、5、6，哇操，输了！
Damn it! How can you lose so fucking much?
Either I'm playing badly, or you bloody cheated, Sir Hans.
Oh, right, that's it. All the blame is on my head again. Come one, come all. Lord Capon of Perkstein is on trial again. It's been quite a while since I was last on the gallows.
And you drew quite a crowd last time, eh?
Oh, my God. Oh, what a disgrace that was.
Well, it's one way of catching attention, though.
I'd rather catch the attention of a local wench. Aye. Wine, women, and song. All our problems began the day I abandoned that simple philosophy of life.
You want to enjoy life again? So, back to the original plan?
Indeed. But I might just have learned something after all.
And can I hear this great revelation of yours?
I have arrived at the conclusion that a bad day is just a bad day. And it doesn't mean your whole life is fucked up. And also, things always look better in the morning. The sooner I lie down, the better chance there is of nothing else fucking up today. So, I shall bid you good night, my friend.
Not a chance, you idiot.
Who are you calling an idiot?
Only an idiot would waste bandages on those highborn fuckers.
They're injured, just like our men.
Plenty of...
Enough! What's going on here?
And what's it to you, eh?
I've been told not to treat those wounded prisoners in the cellar.
Keep your nose out of this, mate.
I'm afraid I have bad news. Those prisoners need treatment.
Of course. Sir Michael was right.
Exactly. He said you Trotsky folks are nothing but trouble.
First of all, I'm not from Trotsky. And second... don't forget I beat your Captain Zizka in a fight. If you want to end up the same, I can go another round. Do you want to add to Clara's work?
Aye. Maybe you're right. Let the captain deal with them himself.
True. Why should we waste our time with some lordly shit? Let's go, Jakey. We've got more important things to do.
对啊，那个哦，他叫什么博卡什还是什么的，他们还被关在这。哎，长老告诉他赫曼。
Henry, you don't know how glad I am to see you.
Sam! Is that you, lad? Well, you're in better shape than the two of us here.
Thank God you're alive.
Ah, don't jinx it. They could still finish us off.
So, is there anything I can do for you?
There is. You can tell us why they let you go and why we're still sitting under lock and key.
Father Godwin, an emissary from Lord Hanish of Lipa, came here and paid the ransom for us.
So you got a break. People like you usually end up hanging from trees.
It's the first time I've heard of a lord paying ransom for a commoner, too.
Well, this commoner is lucky to be his father's son.
Aha! So you're a lord's bastard. Well, at least this time it's an advantage, eh?
Aye. It seems fortune favours the bold.
I don't know. Fortune surely showed us her backside today, and I dare say she even wiped her arse with us.
I see you're injured, but don't worry. I've arranged for Clara to treat you.
Clara? Is that some local girl?
Aye. She knows all about healing and herbs. She'll try to make you feel better soon.
Thanks for not leaving us high and dry.
Aye. Thanks for putting in a good word for us.
Hang in there. You're not in any danger anymore.
如果真的是满讲骑士道的话，之后战场上遇到他们，再来讲应该是要放我们一条生路。
Is there something else I can do for you?
No, I have everything I need.
毕竟是算是救命之恩吧。看一下里面有什么。还好没有什么太重要的东西，我还以为会有他们整套的装备。
Thank Thanks for sticking up for those prisoners, Henry. They're in rough shape.
I just stood up for my friends. Besides, I would have missed Herman's jokes.
But our people will think you're a traitor.
I would have been more of a traitor if I'd left those two to their fate. By the way, thanks for taking care of them, Clara.
It's not like I had much of a choice. I wasn't going to let them suffer.
You're incredible, you know. The fellas at the fortress surely have no idea what a treasure they have in you.
A treasure smeared with blood that smells of bile, and even worse things.
Ah, they should bow to you. How many of them have you saved from hell?
How would I know? I'm no priest, just an ordinary girl who knows a bit about herbs and can use a needle and thread.
And you're a lot prettier than any priest.
Flattery will get you nowhere. Sorry, but I have too much work to do. We can talk later.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Like what? Can you even do anything other than wave that stupid piece of steel around?
I'm sorry, Clara. I'm just trying to make myself useful.
There are a lot of injured here that probably won't survive the night without help. I hope you can do something for them.
I know a bit about potions, and I've seen my fair share of serious injuries.
In that case, thank God you're here. I'll go and prepare some more medicine and make a round visiting the injured. In the meantime, you go to the lower castle. There are more men there who need to be treated.
What are their names?
Mark, Zverk, and that poor Godsleek. You'll find medicine and bandages in the chest in my cabin. And if you have any questions, I'd be happy to help you.
Listen, I need some quick advice.
What would you like to know?
What should I do about a fever and headache?
Look over the man thoroughly. The fever could be caused by gangrene in a wound. That needs to be cleaned and cauterized. He should also drink a lot of water. Chamomile is good too. And a marigold decoction should help for the fever.
What should I do with a vomiting patient?
If the patient is dozing off and spouting nonsense, he's fine. He just took a solid blow to the head. You just have to make sure he doesn't fall asleep and put a cold compress on his forehead. But if he's also thirsty, then God help him. That means he's bleeding internally, and there's nothing we can do for him.
What about bleeding? Should I bandage the wound?
Aye. A bandage will stop the bleeding, but you should first make sure there isn't a fracture.
How should I treat a burn?
Wash it with water and gently daub it with marigold ointment. Then just lightly dress it and give the patient some chamomile to calm his nerves.
Can I give them something to eat?
Certainly. A good strong broth would be best, or a potion that will bring his strength back. But be careful with head injuries and internal bleeding. Eating and drinking will only make it worse.
What's the proper way to treat a wound?
That's not hard. Always clean the wound first, and then lightly bind it with a bandage.
问得这么细，
I
等一下
apologize.
会有类似的小游戏要让我们去诊断吗？会吧。啊，还有胃药。什么 F 还有显示，东西不是都拿完了吗？
Listen.
Again.
Farewell, my friend.
.我靠，这边还有。 这样子被他砍到。
Easy! I surrender!
You're a wanted man. The time has come, and if I don't find...
Oh, please. Look at me. Do I look like a dishonest man? This is all just a misunderstanding.
Oh, I apologize.
哎，东西被没收了。
I came to treat you. What happened to you?
I took a blow to the ribs, and my right leg hurts like hell. I'm fine otherwise.
Let me take a look at your wounds.
Just be careful, all right? I'm aching all over.
Don't worry, my friend. I'll just take a peek. And here. Aye, yes. You've got a bruise on your chest and some dried blood.
Oh. Well, that doesn't sound so bad, does it?
No, but you also have a pretty swollen ankle.
And what can we do about that?
I don't know yet. I'll have to take a closer look at it first. Let me have a look at your chest. Your ribs aren't just bruised. You've got a gash as well.
And what about it?
It's not too serious. I'll just have to clean the wound before bandaging it. Otherwise, you could get an ugly infection. I'll take a look at your foot. It's quite swollen.
How bad is it?
Nothing too serious. You just sprained your ankle. If we bandage it up nice and tight, you should be on your feet by tomorrow.
Oh, I'm glad to hear it.
I could give you some sort of potion.
You know potions too, do you?
But not even a chamomile potion can fix everything. I'll have to treat you as well.
Oh, I'd appreciate it, lad.
All right. I think I know what's wrong with you, Zverk. Your ankle just needs to be bound. But I'll also have to clean, stitch up, and bandage that wound on your chest. A buck's blood potion would do you good. Or at least some chamomile for your ankle.
Aye. It sounds like I just might pull through. But a drink would really hit the spot. I'm thirsty as hell. Could you get me something?
Let's get to it. I'm gonna treat you.
All right. Do what you have to. Just make it quick.
哇，他说他很渴，该不会有内出血吧？
I'll clean that wound on your side, otherwise it'll fester.
Is it that bad?
Aye. Gangrene is pretty bad. This'll do.
I'd prefer something a bit stronger.
The main thing is that it does what it's supposed to. I'll bind that ankle of yours and bandage your chest. There. I'll wrap it up like this and tie it up here.
Sakura! Well then, is that it?
All done. Now just don't make any sudden movements, Zverk.
Thanks. It seems to be holding well.
Well, that's the dressing done. Now for the rest. I'll rub some of this decoction on your ankle.
You think that will help?
哦，他刚刚是说要用什么？我们给他洋甘菊好。不要今天早上起来全死光了。
Oh, it feels better already.
All right. That's all, Zverk. I treated your wounds. The best thing you can do now is get some sleep.
Christ, you really are a good healer.
I feel better already. Really. Thanks a lot.
好像没有帮他清理伤口哎，我好像是直接包扎了，感觉不太妙。
Where did they wound you, Mark?
I'm all right. I just have a headache. I always walk away on my own 2 feet.
You're talking bollocks. Let me take a look at your wounds.
I'm just really tired. I need some sleep. Leave me alone and go and treat someone else.
You threw up and you got a bloody wound on your left leg, and you're talking nonsense. I'll take a look at your head. It could be a concussion.
Oh, come on, I'm fine. I'm just a little tired.
Is there a cut under all that blood on your head? You've got a cut and some bruising. You took a hard hit to the head, didn't you?
What do I know? It was one hit after another. It all just blurred together.
I see you've got a cut on your leg.
Aye, but that's nothing.
It could get infected. It'll have to be treated. Maybe a strong elixir would do the trick.
Is that really necessary?
Even a healing potion isn't a cure-all. I'll still have to treat you properly.
Come on, I'm fine. Don't waste your time on me.
All right. I reckon I know what's wrong with you, Mark.
清理跟清干净，先清理好。
I'll clean and bandage your wounds, but most importantly, don't fall asleep, Mark. You've got a head injury.
Ah, come on, don't be silly. I'm perfectly fine. I'll just take a little nap and I'll be right as rain.
I'll try to treat you.
You sure about that?
I'll give you a bit of liquor.
Aye. That sounds good. Ugh, Christ, shit. Oh, I'm gonna puke again.
I'll clean that wound for you.
现在没有水了，只能用烈酒。
This will sting a bit.
Christ.
Good. That's that. I'm going to dress your wound. I'll just wrap it around here and tie it up here.
Sakura, be careful.
Finished. It's as good as it'll get.
Not even worth mentioning.
I could use some sort of potion.
因为他好像是说是洋甘菊。
It's strong, but it'll help you.
Fuck me, that's disgusting.
不行，我要再回去问一下。哇塞，这真是小游戏耶，考验记忆力的小游戏。这应该算脑震荡，脑震荡是刚掉声望，代表我应该给错了。
Listen.
A game?
What should I do?
If the patient is dozing, you just have to make sure. But if he's also thirsty, then...
Can I give them?
Certainly, but be careful with head injuries and internal bleeding. Eating and drinking will only make it worse.
Can I give them?
Certainly, but be careful with head injuries and internal...
What's the problem?
That's not hard.
What should I?
If the patient is you just have to make sure he doesn't fall asleep. But if he's also thirsty...
所以我刚不应该给他喝酒。
See you later.
因为他食物是头部受伤是不能吃东西的，所以我刚刚不能给他喝酒膏药，然后也不用给他药剂嘛。
I'll treat your wound. I reckon we're done here. I reckon I treated you. I cleaned and bandaged it for you.
I'm really tired.
You're talking nonsense.
看治疗完来不及，这家伙不会被我弄死啊
At least somebody fell asleep. You may not be dead, but you don't look all that great either, Kozlik. All right, let's take a look at you. Christ, I have to change that stinking bandage on your leg, and there's likely something wrong with your head too. This isn't good. I'll take a look at your head. That blood in your hair isn't yours, but you've got quite a fever. I should take a look at his belly too. Nothing serious, just a few bruises. It doesn't look like he'd have any internal injuries. Let's take a look at that wounded leg of yours. Oh, bloody hell. That bandage stinks. I'll have to treat it properly. Maybe some kind of potion would help. Aqua Vitalis or an antidote could help him. But I still have to treat him. Alright, I think I know what I need. I'll clean and dress your wound, but I'll have to cauterize it, or else the gangrene will kill you. Maybe it's for the best that you're sleeping. At least you hold still. Let's have a look at you.
给退烧药好了。
All right, this should help. I'll lift his head up a little so he doesn't choke. He didn't drink much and fell back asleep. Oh well, what can you do? Ugh, it's full of pus. There's just one thing for this. Some good spirits. All right, I'll clean it with spirits. The best way to cauterize the wound is with gunpowder. I'll just pour a little right on the wound. And now to light it. Oh, Christ. Oh, what a stench. Damned fever. Didn't even wake up. The poor bloke's at death's door. At any rate, the wound's cauterized. It won't be festering now. I have to change his bandage. I'll just tighten it a little here. There we are. Tear it off, tie it up, and we're done. That looks good. And that takes care of the bandaging. Well, that's that. I did all I can do. That won't fester anymore. And I reckon his fever will break soon enough. You'll soon be better, God willing.
好了，看来最后这个应该是有机会活下来。前面两个我可能有点江湖郎中的感觉，所以有一点不是很踏实这个治疗。
I tried to treat all the wounded.
What do you mean you tried?
It wasn't easy, but I managed to treat all the wounded. I hope they'll be all right.
Great. The rest is in God's hands. There's nothing more we can do. Thanks, Henry. I'll go and have a look at the wounded later. Now you should take care of yourself. Here, this might come in handy.
Thanks. But I'll only take it if you don't need it.
I've got what I need. This was left over.
Are you finished for today?
Work like this is never finished. But you have to know when enough is enough. Otherwise it'll drive you mad.
It's tough seeing people you know and care about in such a state.
You can't let it get to you. Neither the good or the bad. If you don't think about who's lying in front of you, you can focus better on what you need to do.
So isn't there anyone here who you really care about?
No. That is, not anymore. But enough of all that. I'd like to think about something else.
Let's go and get something to drink so we can forget about it.
It sounds good. But if the men saw me tipsy, I'd never hear the end of it. The best thing we can do is go to sleep. If you like, there's a free bed in the cabin. The wind blows through the gaps, but if you don't mind a bit of a squeeze, we'll be warm this evening. I'll come and see you when you go to bed. At least this day will have a happier ending. I wish you a blessed evening.
然后会不会起来去寻一下那些病人，然后就开始破口大骂？好吧，应该是啊，这张床 OK。
Could you find some room there for me? I'm awfully, awfully tired. I'm cold too.
Well, we shall have to do something about that.
But don't get too excited. As soon as I lie down, I'll sleep the sleep of the...
The just?
Something like that. But at least I don't have to worry about any bad dreams, since I'll be sleeping next to a knight.
No! Ma! Ah! I am here, lad. And I'm coming for you.
Quickly barricade the gate! Hurry! Load up everything you get your hands on. Stones to the wall! All weapons to the gate!
Clara, what in the hell? What the hell is going on?
A bit of a rude awakening.
Who are they? And where the fuck did they come from?
From the tower crest on their banners. Looks like the Prague militia.
Owlets.
Good morning, Captain! Please forgive my abrupt departure without saying goodbye yesterday.
What do you want?
Lord Nebak here would like his castle back. My liege, Sir Otto, wants your head. And I have an account to settle with a certain bastard of Radzig's.
Lord Berghoff!
Since when did the Chamberlain of our land ally himself with such filth?
Ever since Jobst and Wenceslas started allying with filth like you, Zizka. Sir Istvan Tod is a master of your craft. He harassed Wenceslas' allies, just as you did King Sigismund's. He did a good job in Zassau, and he would have done so here too, were it not for Hanush's pair of buffoons.
That smug little fucker was in his service the whole time.
But I have to admit, Captain Zizka, that you've been a much bigger thorn in our backsides than we care for. Fortunately, my friend Marquardt just happened to be passing, so... now your tricks won't help you anymore.
The executioner awaits you, Captain. But if you're sensible, we'll spare your companions. Surrender!
Is there any way to sneak out of here?
Even if there were, we wouldn't get far.
No. And I'm never gonna run from that fucker again.
Lord von Berghoff! Sir Marquardt! Lord Nebach! And you! You treacherous shit! Kiss our asses!
God, is this retribution for my sins?
Sorry, my friend. I'm afraid your castle will be needing some repairs.
It'll start soon enough.
Aye. The waiting is the worst of it.
Let's not get on our knees just yet. If we hold out, they'll parley. We have a chance. Not a big one, but a chance. Michael, you deal with the shooters. The tower must not fall.
Don't worry. We'll hold it. God be with you, fellas.
I'll be on the gate. But if they storm us, we'll definitely need help.
All right. I need everyone else on the battlements. God hear our prayer and kick their St. Clement's arse today. So, to the task, my friends.
哇，想不到又有一个守城战可以打，好刺激啊！哎，好像射到脚了。
The Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away.
Don't spare him!
Who's carrying the ladders? Hey, Henry! Find a halberd somewhere and knock those ladders down!
Slice him up!
Propel the ladders! To the car!
Through blood!
可以
Yeah!
倒梯子，梯子在哪里？
Hey! I need a hand! Charge! For St. Clement! Get them!
我靠，我没有补枪。
For St. Clement! You're finished! Can't do that, can you? You haven't a chance. Start praying.
Nice hit.
Consider! Are you going to get to the first or not? He's had it. Kyria, Elisa!
I got him!
Now I'll have you!
That won't work on me!
Start praying!
You can't shoot them back!
He's had it!
Henry, help him! I'm gonna shoot you!
What's going on?
妈的，我没有带斧枪啊！我怎么推倒那个？
Come on, Prague! We'll see who gets the last laugh, you whore sons! Kyria, Elisa!
这石头为什么我拿不起来？
Hey, I need a hand here!
Can't aim like this, damn it!
Guys, fuck off! That one hit the mark.
靠，这样都还可以偏掉。
The fuckers are retreating! They're retreating! We fended them off! Hey, Henry! Over here, quick! We've got a squad of fodder here!
I'll be right there.
It's bad.
What's wrong? We defended the gate, didn't we?
Aye, and we're holding the battlements on the tower. But they got into the lower castle. Our boys are getting hammered. We've got to get to their aid, right now!
I understand. I'll go with you.
下城堡。
Hey! I got a hand here!
但是布拉格抢到他最后 ，Oris 竟然跑来这边帮他。
He knows how
Waiting for orders from your wife. Fight!
Ooh, they got what they wanted. We did it, eh?
Ah, I hope so. But unfortunately, it isn't over yet. Something's happening up top. We have to go back quickly.
Oh, Sakura. When will this be over, Zizka?
As soon as we kick their asses! He's done for! You asked for it! Come on, we'll get it! It's over with!
They got past the wall! The battlements have fallen! I took them down!
No
Take that
chance!
fucker out, damn it! Bad luck! Kyria, Elisa!
Useless!
我靠！我这边有人偷打。
We've got to fall back! Everyone back to the tower! Now!
Hooray! There's more coming!
Fuck! We're done for.
Bollocks. They won't get into the tower easily. They'll parley, you'll see. Fall back! Everyone, away from the tower! I wouldn't be so sure about that.
What the fuck is that?
Get ready!
Pater Noster, Quies in Kielis.
Time!
Et debiti nobis debitar nostros sicut.
Take cover!
Et nos dimitimus debitoribus nostros.
Everyone away from the wall.
Et ni nos inducas in tentationem. But deliver us from evil.
There it is. Help me! Someone! I'm fucking stuck! Henry! For the love of God! I told you we should have made a run for it. Aye. We should have taken off.
At least then we wouldn't have to listen to your blathering.
Well, the last time I ran away, I lost everything. I'm never gonna do that again.
Well, that's just what I'm afraid of, Henry. Honor's a splendid thing. But you won't be much use to anyone as a corpse. The great thing about corpses is that they keep their mouths shut.
They're not dead yet.
Well, if it hadn't been for that diabolical invention, we'd have stood a chance.
Show some respect, priest. Sir Otto christened this little beauty himself. He named it Finger of God. Whoever it points at, poof!
Stop! Halt! Pull up!
What is it, sir?
We part ways here, Istvan. I need someone to keep watch on Trotsky while I'm with the king. Take the captives with you, and get what you can out of them. We need to know what the Jobst and the Leipa lords are plotting.
With the greatest pleasure, sir.
Don't spare them. And when they sing, send me a message with what you found out. But the young lord of Bjergstein will be coming along with me. He's too valuable a commodity. He'll come in handy as a hostage, if Hanush tries any tricks. And here are the orders from King Sigismund, so you know what to question them about and where to find us. And I'm counting on you to keep my castle in one piece until I return.
Rest assured, my lord.
Good. Forwards!
Listen to him, Ernest. Like a child of the night. Beautiful music, isn't it?
Go to hell!
But now the fun's over. I don't have all night to deal with you. I have 2 more guests to attend to, and I want to get some sleep.
Sleep sweetly while you can.
Oh, I will. Don't you worry. I've had a couple of hard, nerve-wracking days, but in the end, everything went according to plan. And what's more, I have this wonderful entertainment before bedtime. I'll sleep the sleep of the dead.
I hope you do. Literally.
You'd do better to say your prayers, priest. It'll be your turn soon.
You'll rot in hell.
Do you think people like me are afraid of hell? The powerful lords invoke hell to keep simpletons like you in line. God doesn't give a shit about me. And the feeling's mutual. What's the penance for such blasphemy, priest? How many are fathers and all that shit, eh?
Your penance will be to drown in shit.
You're quite witty for a priest. I like you. But now back to work.
Sir, the other one just came round too.
Excellent. As soon as we're done with the captain here, we'll turn our attention to him.
Leave the captain alone, you swine.
Would you look at that? You've still got some fire in you. But don't worry, you'll get your turn.
I said, leave him alone. He doesn't know anything.
Sir Istvan told you to shut up.
It's time to start singing, Captain. Where are Jobst of Luxembourg and Jan of Liechtenstein?
Why do you think I've got anything to do with that fucking traitor?
Turncoat. Now, don't tell me there are disputes in King Wenceslas's camp. That would sadden me. But I'm afraid Jobst's latest treachery was directed at King Sigismund. And that's why I'm asking you. Where is he?
Kiss my ass.
It seems you don't value your life. To be fair, though, if I were in your shoes, I'd probably want it to be all over quickly, too. So we'll see how your new best friend Henry is doing.
妈的，要被拷问，而且还是落在伊斯特万手中。这编剧真是够狗血，真的。我说出来又能改变什么呢？没错，直击他的灵魂，他还是不会放过我们。
Why should I tell you anything? You're gonna kill us anyway.
Good question. But you're mistaken. There's more chance I'll kill you if you don't talk. Indeed, that's highly likely. And what's more, it will hurt. Really hurt. If you talk, it will hurt a lot less. And who knows? Maybe we'll keep you. You might be a bastard, but you're your father's only son. Maybe he'll pay up for you.
Well, that's tough luck for me then. Because I don't know anything of use to you.
I'll be the judge of that, if you don't mind. I have the letter you were taking to von Burgo. I know it was written by Hanush, Radzig, and Jobst. So I know you saw him. And now you'll tell me everything that happened and what he said to you. I'll repeat the question, but this is the last time I ask nicely. Jobst and Liechtenstein, where are they? What were they doing in Ratai?
他们在把你妈当马鸡。
I don't know anything about those two. Really?
Don't take me for a fool, boy.
I don't. But you're not what you're pretending to be either. I keep thinking, why is he doing it? What's behind it? You pretend to be cruel, but you take good care of Eric. Someone must have really hurt you. Am I right?
Hear that? He's concerned about other people's souls while he's being tortured. That's a first for me. Listen, you bastard. Stop talking shit and answer my questions.
The reason I'm interested is it might come in handy when I'm torturing Eric.
You're only making things worse for yourself. Let's try this again. Jobst and Liechtenstein, where are they? Why did they meet with Radzig? What do they have planned?
哦，不会真的被杀吧？
I don't know anything. So you can put an end to this now and save yourself the effort.
You think you can wriggle out of this so easily and that I'll kill you without getting what I want? Even if it's just a bit of pleasure? No, no. I honestly don't understand why you're trying to play the hero. On account of your cronies here? The captain already told me plenty, and the priest here is shaking like a leaf. He won't last long.
I told you nothing, you whoreson!
You told me more than you think. And you ought to get some rest. So, Jobst and that other bastard, Liechtenstein, where are they? What are they doing? What was discussed in Ratai?
他那个穿帮好好笑，为什么 Jessica 的那个锤子还系在他的腰上？
All right. I'll tell you what I know about them.
At last! Not hard, is it? Go on then.
Jobst has a big problem. He lent money to Sigismund, who promised him Brandenburg in return. Only Sigismund isn't paying, and the Brandenburgers aren't just going to yield to him. So now he's acting like he's working for a good cause, but in fact he's just playing his own game. He has a grudge against Sigismund, and the Liechtensteiners are the same. They lent money to Wenceslas in return for Breslau. Only if Wenceslas loses the throne, there's no one to confirm the deal.
That's all very well, and it may even be true. But it tells me nothing about where they are now and what they're doing. Well, had enough at last? Can we start being serious finally? Is it worth suffering like this to protect that traitor and turncoat Jobst? Do you think letting yourself be killed will do any good? This is not your war! Now listen up. If you tell me what I want to know, I'll stop. And I'll get von Bergau to demand a ransom for you from Radzig. Then you'll be able to go back to that shithole of yours.
I can't tell you anything, because I don't know anything. The Lords don't give a shit about me. No one discussed with me why we were coming here. Radzig doesn't talk politics with me. Does von Bergau confide in you about his plans when he gives you orders?
Was that a rhetorical question, or are you actually asking? If you are, then yes, he does confide in me. Fancy that. And that's why I don't believe for a moment that your father doesn't tell you anything. This is the last time I'll ask. What do you know about Jobst and Liechtenstein? Where did they go from Ratai? What do they have planned?
告诉你真相，真相到底是什么？
And I'm telling you, for the last time, go fuck yourself.
As you wish.
You had your chance to speak. It's your own stupid fault you didn't take it. Normally, I'd have a bit more fun with you. I did promise at Nebakov to gut you after all, but I don't have the time. So I'll gut someone else and leave you to Ernest here. Get rid of him.
Right now?
Right now. But if you want a bit of enjoyment, you can make it slow.
As you wish.
真的会死吗？
No! Stop it! Don't do it!
What is it, priest? Is there something you'd like to tell us?
Godwin, no!
Shut up!
Tell me then. What's on your mind, father?
From what I understood, Jobst is looking for allies so he can take on Sigismund.
That's not really news. I want to know where he is now.
In Brandenburg. He went to Brandenburg.
That's better. And what about Liechtenstein?
Radzig said Jobst sent him to Kuttenberg. That's all I know. As God is my witness.
Well, I'll be. He sent him right into Sigismund's lap. This might surprise you, but I believe you. And you've saved this bastard's life. You'll be rewarded in heaven for that. Well then, that will do for today. See? All you had to do was cooperate a bit, and now it's all over. Wasn't all that blood spilt needlessly? Now rest up. You'll need a lot of strength for tomorrow. There's a lot more I want to know. Good night, gentlemen. Well, that's that. Find Eric for me. He's going on a little trip.
Does running for it still seem like a bad idea to you?
Yeah, the worst of it is that we betrayed the others. And now they'll get the same as us.
Don't feel so bad about it, lad. Everyone breaks under torture. It's only a matter of time. Hey. Can you hear that?
Hallelujah. I'm as thirsty as a fish.
About time, Catherine. What took you so long?
You can hang around here a bit longer if you like.
Wait. You? So that's why you pretended not to know me this whole time?
Did you work that out all by yourself?
And that's why you killed that man by the pond?
I wouldn't let anyone put their filthy hands on my most loyal sister-in-arms, would I?
Well, if it hadn't been for me, you wouldn't have been able to stop it.
See how cocky he is, Catherine?
He's right though, Zizka. He acted like an utter madman who's tired of life. But you were still far away, and if it hadn't been for him... Thank you, Henry.
A madman? I just don't run away from a fight, that's all.
Like I said, a madman. Are you alright?
I'll live. But everything else won't be so straightforward.
What about you two?
Better than I probably look.
He didn't pay all that much attention to me. We haven't met, my dear. Godwin's the name.
Catherine. But this isn't the time for pleasantries. We have to get out of here.
The lass is right.
Get out of here? How?
I've thought of that. There's a secret passageway that leads right from the basement to the Apollonia Rocks.
A secret passage?
That's right.
Good work, Kate.
Thank Christ. So what are we waiting for?
Don't count your chickens yet. It won't be that simple. There's an iron gate at the start of the passage. We won't be able to force it, we need the key. And the Lord of the Castle has it.
And right now, that's the Hungarian.
Sacra.
Where can we find him?
In his chambers at the top of the Crone Tower, most likely. That's the smaller tower on the far side of the castle.
Getting hold of the orders he got from von Berghoff would also come in handy.
And our things.
Istvan had your things taken to his chambers. And the documents will be in either the scribe's chambers or von Berghoff's.
How many people are there in the castle?
That's one thing working in our favor. A lot of them left with von Berghoff. Here in the upper castle, there's just Istvan and a couple of men. There are more in the lower courtyard, but we don't have to worry about them. Besides, there's a storm on the way, so they'll all be inside.
I'll take care of Istvan and get the keys.
Sure. That's a brilliant plan.
Someone has to. And I'm in no state to do it myself.
Don't worry. I'll do it. I have a score to settle with him anyway.
That's just what I'm afraid of.
He said he wants to get some sleep. With any luck, the lad will find him in bed.
The two of us can go.
Don't take this the wrong way, Godwin. But Henry has to be stealthy, and you'd just get in his way. What's more, we need to search our tower, find von Berghoff's orders. And to keep guard. If someone came, Catherine wouldn't be able to handle him on her own. And I can't help her in this state.
Have you forgotten, Zizka? I'm supposed to bring him home in one piece.
Don't worry, he can cope. Someone who can hack me in the face won't have any difficulty with that fucking Hungarian midget.
All right, then. Be careful. And don't take unnecessary risks. No fucking around. Just cut his throat while he's asleep.
It's not every day you hear a priest handing out advice on throat cutting. But I'll follow it. Alright, let's split up. I'll take care of Istvan and search the scribe's chambers on the way. And you, Godwin, see what you can find in von Berghoff's chambers.
If I must.
It's just... I could do with some kind of armor. And a weapon to sort out that bastard. He may be lower than vermin, but I don't want to strangle him with my bare hands.
I don't think the poor bastard who was guarding us will need his stuff anymore. Robbing the dead may be a sin, but I'm sure Father here will turn a blind eye.
Aye. Although turning a blind eye is more your thing, Zizka.
Wait, Henry. I'll give you my knife. I won't need it here.
Thanks.
I'll take care of Jan. Hurry.
收到了匕首，我要看它录多久。我存个档，重开一下，因为上一次的确是，包含连播片的时候都会播动画的时候都会累个，所以看起来还是要适时的游戏要关掉，重开一下。啊，这王八蛋终于死了。 哦，这样连锁甲都没有，天哪！
It's not so terrible.
我靠，现在没有开锁器。开始，这边有开锁器吗？
Always has to be a hero, even if it costs me.
我只能说时间真的过得蛮快的，想不到这一集前面那一段竟然有啊，应该是这个，应该是走这边。会没有开锁器呢？哇，那早知道之前应该在这边藏一个开锁器。 现在的噪音，现在噪音只有10哦，那 OK 的。哦，我们没有腰带。哇，多穿一个板甲，噪音增加好多，不能穿呢。我之前把这边都偷得太彻底了，真他妈没有什么东西可以给我拿。啊，有开锁器了，太好了。 我觉得应该不太可能有办法在这边把伊斯特万弄死。反正等一下一定又会很曲折离奇。这边好像不能上去。 哇，300多块，这么多！
Oh, mistress mine, your lips like red wine. I'll drink your love until I die, my red wine.
我们可以先去冯伯格的这边先去偷东西。女仆怎么都不见了啊？跟着他一起。
Anywhere. No orders anywhere. Nothing but unimportant papers. Where could they be?
对，他诏书放哪里去了？好，拿到诏书，他房间看一下。通通脱光！妈的！那应该没人吧？哇！主人一出去，他房间门口连卫兵都没了，太扯了吧！卫兵吗？里面有个火把，看起来应该是有卫兵。哦，没有，那只是墙壁上。啊，这边有塞一个开锁器。
What's the matter? Are you afraid of thunderstorms?
To hell with the storm.
Ride the horse into the ground if you like. You'll pass through Senates. That belongs to the Rosenbergs, and they'll give you a fresh one. Here's a report for von Berghoff. I almost felt sorry for Radzig's bastard. But we got what we want. The main thing is, find Job's spy, Liechtenstein.
What's the matter? You worried about me?
Don't worry, I'll be fine.
You've grown into a very capable young man. But you still have to learn to fight for your place in the sun. Nobody will hand anything on a platter to men like you and me.
I won't forget that.
Farewell.
Farewell, dear boy.
Dear boy， 代表他们俩是恋人关系吗？这边开始有巡逻了。Yet.
Ah, give over. Just one more sip. Christ almighty. Come on. There'll be trouble. We're already in trouble.
直接上去。
Think he didn't notice?
哦，我现在没有保存药剂。
That we're pissed. So don't make it worse. Come on. I ain't going nowhere till I've drunk up. Have it your way then. I'm going to bed. You sleep here if you want. Aye. That's not a bad idea, actually.
可能这边上面没有地方可以走啊！不行，被他看到啊！他应该是直接走厨房下去，应该不是走这边。OK。没什么东西。超雪原跟他们一起走了齁。来超雪原这边是要找什么东西？
You just won't give up, will you? You know, I actually like that about you. It reminds me of someone.
I'm not like you.
Indeed. Last time you let me go. That's not my style. And it came back to haunt you. So, what's it gonna be? A fair fight? Or are you finally going to learn?
不行，我们要堂堂正正啊！我们先谈一谈。
There was something I wanted to ask you before I end it with you.
You're damn sure of yourself. That's another way you're like me. But go ahead and ask. The night is young. I'm in no hurry.
Where did you find that Eric of yours?
Eric had the same fate as you.
Right. So you're like me, Eric's like me. Who else is like me? Otto von Bergov? Sigismund?
Eric's an orphan, like us. I found him during a raid in Moravia.
Found him? During a raid? So you made him an orphan?
War is a nasty business.
That's what I keep hearing.
Eric's a common villager, like you. Even more than you, in fact. His father wasn't a nobleman, but a peasant.
You speak about him like he was your son. Or when I saw you in the courtyard, there was something more to it. You love him.
Do what you like. Take your revenge if you can. Drown me in blood if you want. But leave him be, please!
Are you begging me? We've hardly got started, and you're already begging.
Yes, I'm begging you.
Where on earth do you get the idea that we're the same?
Because we are. War took your home and family. Do you think you're the only one? No, boy, you're not. But as well as taking, the war also gave our lives meaning. Yours, mine, just like everyone caught up in it.
Whatever meaning war gave to you, it gave me an entirely different one. I want to end it, not get rich from it.
You trying to make me laugh? You want to stop the war started by King Wenceslas's incompetence by helping that same Wenceslas? Sigismund is just trying to clean up the mess he made.
By murdering and plundering?
Fight fire with fire. The Czech nobles were given a chance, but instead of taking advantage of it, they started to rebel.
Oh? And why do you think, eh?
Why? Because a weak king was just what they wanted. Everyone did whatever they wanted and exploited the situation for their own benefit, including your father and Hanush. And Sigismund would put an end to that. That's all that's behind it.
Don't try those games of yours on me.
Games? We're here alone and I'm unarmed. There are only a few soldiers here. There's nothing to stop you killing me. We're on opposite sides, but I've already lived through your whole life. I'm only trying to advise you that.
Oh, yeah? And what is it you suggest?
Look after number one. Side with the strong. Loyalty is all very well, but the noblemen are just out for themselves too. Who knows if Radzig will think twice about you when the war ends.
You're no judge of people. But I'm afraid your life will be over before this war is, so you won't get the chance to see how my father behaves.
I'm still alive, you bastard.
I think we've spoken enough about our so-called similarities.
Whatever you say.
Why the hell did you join Zizka?
You didn't understand what I said before? Or have you forgotten?
I never believed a word you said.
Believe it or not, I spoke the truth. I should have put a stop to him and taken over his band. And I could have. Cutthroats like that don't give a shit who they're killing or why.
It didn't quite work out for you, though. Von Bergov didn't even know where you were holed up.
Zizka was more cautious and faster than I expected. But you lot weren't too successful either. So just what are we accusing each other of here?
Tell me one thing. Why? Why Zizka? Why Von Bergov? Why choose this life?
You still don't get it? I'll repeat my advice to you. We're just pawns on the chessboard. You can't change anything. Nobody will give you anything. You're just there to be exploited and sacrificed. So it's up to you alone to grab whatever you can and join the right side, because the stronger dog
fucks the bitches.
See now. At least you've learned one thing from me.
That's just stupid tough talk.
If you say so. You asked why Sigismund. Because you morons are trying to rescue a king who's a drunkard so that the local noblemen can continue their thieving in a land without a ruler. While Sigismund has the Turks on his borders, but has to deal with your petty squabbles instead. And you can't imagine what will happen if he fails to stop the Turks. To you two, to all of us, I lived through it.
So you joined the right side? How is Sigismund the right side?
The stronger one. The victorious one. That's the right side.
You think Sigismund will win?
Come on, lad. Who else? Your band of peasants from Lower Swamphole led by a turngoat who wants to save the king of the wineskins? How are you lot going to do that? And what will you have out of it? What's your plan for the future?
You're just the first name in a long list. Mark von Aulitz, Otto von Bergov, and I won't forget your beloved Eric. Don't you worry.
And then, the entire League of Lords? The Prague Councillors? Or will you kill Sigismund? Who put them on your list? The Pope? And what will you do when you're finished with that mission? Revenge doesn't give life meaning. It's just childish nonsense. It won't feed you. You can't fuck it. That said, it's necessary sometimes. I can't deny that.
Well, you needn't concern yourself about that. Because I'll be starting with you.
好了，直接开打吧。我认为我还是要正正当当的解决它。有鉴于我们的等级这么高，对不对？不至于打不赢。再来就是我们要证明我们跟他不一样。因为这个人是没有道德底线、没有骑士精神的一个。倒不如说他是穿越者吧，他比较是像现代的这个风范，现代主义的这个的风范。但我觉得在中世纪这种人应该还是被谴责。好，决斗。
I'm not like you. So, I'll give you a chance.
If you think you have a chance, be my guest. Come on then, I thought you wanted revenge.
In the end, you'll see I was right. The stronger dog fucks the bitches.
I hope the bastard didn't have those keys on him. I
说的
better
也
take a
是
look
哈
in。his chambers upstairs.
对吼，这王八蛋，我们刚刚把他推下去，笑死！干金杯耶！看下录多久。还有一点点时间，差不多。我是想把这一段看完。等一下，刚刚我们老爹的拉奇格克拉比的长剑，好像还好。他这一段要是能直接结束就好了，我觉得还要这样潜行回去是有点傻逼。我还真的是一个人都没有。哦，有把我装备换上去了。这批剑，这把剑好像强一点点呢。就先来偷用一下我们老爹的剑哈。哎，怎么说呢？终于把它弄掉了。平时从1代就让我们恨得牙痒痒的，大仇已报。对，不过说实在的，他讲的比较像是我们现代人的一些价值观，就在那个时代是应该是有慢慢变的，但是因为那时代还有很多那种14世纪末的老人，所以可能大家也不是很能接受了。对，怕有士兵巡过来，我们还是换个潜行的吧。好像不是这边。哦，这边怎么还睡了一个？什么人呢？哦，他们在那房间里面了。哦，要早说嘛。 所以我等于还帮他们扫清障碍，把这些士兵全弄得晕的晕，死的死。看我人多好。
I think we have everything. We can go.
You took our things.
I did.
We have the orders. Let's get out of this accursed place.
I'm 两个呢？那也不需要前行。空的。哇塞，神父，你可不可以走快一点？我原本的情绪都整个掉下来了。
Great. Do you have the keys?
We have the keys, the orders, and our things.
And also a rather nice sword. I suppose you settled things with the Hungarian.
Before you lot start exchanging revenge stories, give me the keys. I have to find the right one.
Here you are. Istvan is dead. I killed him.
And is it a weight off your shoulders? Has anything changed?
To tell the truth, I don't feel any better. I feel sort of empty.
Don't worry. That will pass in time.
There's a hole in your heart where hatred used to be. You have to fill it with something.
Pretty words, Father. But what if he finds he can't fill it? Is it possible to ever get rid of the empty feeling?
Concentrate. On the fight, lad. That never ends.
Have you forgotten? You can fill that hole with faith in our Lord. How did you kill Istvan? Did you follow my advice or take needless risks?
I acted like a knight. I gave him the chance to defend himself.
So you ignored my advice? Oh, dear lad. What would have happened if you had lost? Did you think about that?
A knight can't think like that. To hell with that, but... that bastard didn't deserve a fair fight. You should have gutted him in his sleep, like Godwin said.
Well, thank God it didn't end up worse.
If you've all finished chatting, I'd like to remind you where we are. We have to vanish, now!
Is it far? Zizka won't make it too far on foot.
I'll make it.
How should I know? I've never been here before. I think the passage ends somewhere in Apollonia, and that's a short way from the castle. There's an old poacher's camp in the rocks there, and my people will be waiting there. You go first, Henry, and light the way. I'll lock the gate behind us.
Well, let's go then. I just hope we won't get buried alive.
In that case, At least we'll have a burial with a priest.
Ah, 就这扇门，之前我来探索过。
Depends. I've heard many things.
凯瑟琳没有锁门啊！你妈的！
It's a glowing moss. I'd have imagined a secret tunnel would be more like a creek than.
他讲的是希腊的那个神话，那个牛头人的那个迷宫。
Seminary. Right, Zhishka?
Catherine!
And how did this mini tower of yours come to have a bull's head? Huh, maybe that would explain how it happens to all those other fellas.
Well, his mother, Queen Pasiphae, had relations with a mythical white bull, by which I'm not implying the same goes for the captain here. Very wise.
And what happened to this Mino bullman?
He was killed by the Athenian Prince Theseus, though I have to add he had quite a bit of help from Princess Ariadne. She gave him a magical thread to help him find his way out of the labyrinth.
Monsters and princesses with magical thread? Oh, must have been an interesting seminary, eh?
I used it to polish my Greek.
I think I can figure out what you were polishing. Over a story where a mythical queen has relations with a bull?
But I can assure you, there's a whole different
Oh?
我们哥德温就不回答了，放假一半。
Fresh air at last. Now, if we had a little wine...
They've noticed we're gone. Fuck. How far are your people with the horses?
Young Mika will be waiting half a mile to the south, at an old camp.
I need to rest.
Supposing we take a look at Sigismund's letter. See what the bastard is plotting. Oh, good idea. Here, give me some light. And let me see. I, Sigismund of Luxembourg, by the will of God, King of Hungary, Dalmatia, and Bohemia.
Oh, Christ, skip that.
And I therefore call my loyal ally... Sigismund is mustering his allies and their armed forces to Kuttenberg.
What does it mean?
It means that he's lost patience. That he's planning to crush the resistance while he still can.
So, von Burgov and von Aulitz have gone to Kuttenberg?
Yeah. And my friend Hinek of Kunstedt is at Suchdal Fortress, not far from Kuttenberg. And Liechtenstein is in Kuttenberg too. We have to warn them.
And we have to help Capon?
Yeah, but first we must get away from here. Only he can't get far on foot.
I'll bring the horses to the road. You wait here.
But the place is crawling with them.
You go ahead. They'll give up in a while. We'll move further back inside.
When you meet Mika, the password is Falcon. God go with you, lad.
看一下这个任务多远，不算太远嘛，因为他们其实应该知道那边有一条密道的，然后就也跑来这附近搜索了。好吧，我觉得这几集就到这边吧，这个时间这样算起来差不多。然后怎么说呢？蛮精彩的，我只能说它主线向来都蛮精彩的，真的很有中世纪的感觉，有那种冒险感啊。虽然说战争的规模小一点，但中世纪的大规模的，就是我们那种看习惯了那种东方的这种史书的这种习惯的战争规模，其实欧洲大部分都还是小规模冲突了，大型的会战本来就不多。这后面，我在后面开始征召兵，开始渐渐建制的军团，统一装备跟训练方法的军团起来之后，爆兵快了之后，训练时间短，爆兵快了之后，才开始会战规模才越来越大。因为不然原本一个骑士要花20几年时间去训练，所以想爆兵也爆不出来。对，大概就这样。然后觉得还可以啊。从前一集我们被偷袭，然后后来又守城，现在后来又行球，还被行球差点死了。然后哥德温神父受不了了，帮我们讲出了。我不晓得我们自己讲的话会不会被其他另外2个人唾弃。不过盯到最后是这个是哥德温先讲了，然后他们也不会去谴责神父。然后最后是果然凯瑟琳就一直是潜伏的人。我是没有想到是伊斯特万是在这边收掉，我以为伊斯特万最后还是会逃掉，然后可能是最后在库滕伯格或哪边可能才遇到他，没想到是在这边把他收掉。那看起来本作的 BOSS 是他留下来那个埃里克，然后埃里克看起来不只像是他收养的，可能后来还变得有点像恋人关系的，没想到伊斯特万是好这口的，我也不知道该说什么。不过看起来我以为我们会在这边先回拉泰召集援兵，再去库滕伯格。看起来是要直接去库滕伯格，因为如果西之蒙德已经召不起军队的话，兵贵神速嘛，所以看起来也要第一时间过去通知他们。我记得前一集讲说古德温神父要用什么，还有这一节开头想说古德温神父到底为什么要先跟我们一起，其实也是情势所逼嘛。没想到这边就一起被抓，然后就跟着要一起去执行现实任务，完全他也没空。对，我觉得比较合理的是，如果到库滕伯格不是那么缺人手的话，他应该要赶快再冲回去找那个拉奇格跟哈努什。不过好像回去也没什么用，因为现在这个汉斯卡彭已经被他们一起抓走了，所以现在还有一个主线是要解救汉斯卡彭。所以他其实是巧妙的利用了这些桥段，就是避免说我们其实应该是3个人要一起行动的，但是我们其实亨利一直都是因为这个游戏是没有什么随从或同伴这个机制的嘛，所以我们一直都是一个人打，都是一个人冒险跟打斗，对，所以他巧妙用这些剧情安排，想办法把这些人都支走或者是编走。那我是觉得，因为我记得他们是有说今年大概就会结束这一座了，对，所以看起来 DLC 也就今年的这一些 DLC 了。然后后面2026年他说要开发新作，我还是觉得他应该要弄个随从，要有个冒险伙伴，会比较好一点。不然战斗是有那么一点，就感觉就规模都很小，都是3-5个人这样打，而且大部分时间都亨利被围殴。虽然这一次有狗狗之后，狗狗已经可以帮忙吸点火力，但是我觉得还是狗能做的事情跟能够培养的剧情什么的，通通都还是太那个了。我还是希望他下一座能有自己的侍从，或者是一个伙伴，对不对？可能有2-3个伙伴，然后可以选一个跟着。毕竟你像 Skyrim 或者是还有哪一款游戏也是有一个伙伴，我觉得还是2个人这样讲比较合理啊。当然我会希望说是能够3个到5个嘛，越来越像 RPG 那样子 CRPG 那样。但我觉得以他们来讲，这个战斗要这样做是有点困难，而且这个游戏的多人战斗其实挺混乱的，大家你就是绕到别人后面一直围殴，都是围殴战，比较没有那种就是我讲的那种中世纪那种打盾墙 要打正面或什么的，有那种阵型的战斗。可是我记得他预告片是有的，所以就看后面库腾伯格是不是有这样的一个，个人是蛮期待的。好了，我只能说，前面花了那么多时间把等级弄起来，果然后面就是一路过关斩将。像刚刚那个伊斯特湾写那么多，就正上方砍头，因为头没有护具嘛，直接就应该砍掉他大概4/5的血，直接就赢了。所以真的是。我只能说，那个攻击头部真的是很重要的事情，在这个游戏里面，大概就这样吧。好了，我们下一集就继续来这个冒险了。这个主线这样打下来，一路打下来，应该是5-6个小时了。这一段真的是蛮精彩的。好，那以上就是我们今天这个《天国降临：救赎2》的游玩内容啦。那我们就感谢大家的收看，我们下次见。